football play happened, and I just got a quick stare, got up, and that's pretty much it.
So last season you didn't really get the rotation off until late this year when you really showed up. So what are you trying to add to your game in these last few weeks of spring?
I feel like what I've been doing is I've been adding more to my route running, because before I just kind of used my physicality, and I feel like I'm really trying to be a route runner so I can add that to my toolbox. And I really am seeing myself being more like a receiver than just being out there and just being big, I guess.
So as far as going into last year, you guys knew you had Sam, and obviously it's a very different dynamic coming into a year. So this year, working with your 3 different quarterbacks so far, have you felt a certain chemistry with any of them? Do you like the way one of them gives you the ball?
Well, right now they're in like competition, so they all kind of rotate. So that's kind of thing about quarterback competition is like you don't get that consistent flow because they're switching like in and out. So really, I mean, I just throw with all of them, and we're trying to get the chemistry down. But like it only really happens with one quarterback. So we just keep competing, and then they keep competing, and we'll see at the end of fall camp who comes out.
What are like some of their differences between the 3 quarterbacks?
I think Finke is a Marcus Mariota-esque type player. Like he brings that speed and the touch, and then Jack has a rocket of an arm. I mean, Jack is probably the fastest quarterback that we got, and he's got a cannon for deep balls. And then Holden just has the most touch, and like you really never know where Holden is gonna throw it, like by his throwing motion, which really helps us out like when we're running routes, because quarterbacks can't read his feet, they can't read his body language. So all of them have really big upside.
Right. Mike, from your perspective, first couple, you and Tyler Vaughns are now kind of like the 2 veterans of the receiver group. So what's the spring kind of like for you?
The spring, right now the spring's been pretty difficult because I've been fighting through a couple of nicks and knacks, but I feel like we're all getting better, and we're kind of pulling them all together, and I feel like we're gonna see a lot of good things coming from our group.
Do you feel a little more comfortable kind of knowing that you'll play a lot this year and that sort of thing?
I mean, nothing's set in stone. Like Coach T tells me every day that like I'm not the set starter, so he really preaches competition, like anything can happen. So you just got to work every day like you're not the starter.
But he does tell us that like it's you and Tyler, and then the young guys kind of need to rise to your level. Is there a young guy that you've noticed that's really kind of taken on a bigger role, or that you've tried to help out?
I mean, all of us are really the same age now, but Velus Jones has really stood out to me. Like he has really jumped in his like progression, and I feel like he's done things that's going to elevate his role in our offense. But I mean, Trey, Josh, Pye, Randall, all of us do good things. But Velus is my guy, so I guess I noticed that more.
What do you see from Jack and from Matt?
They both have their strengths. Like I say Fink has more experience because he's been in games, he's played, he's had his first touchdown that like Jack doesn't have yet. But Jack is such like a instinctual player that he's right there with Fink. So.
Where do you feel most comfortable this year compared to where you were a year ago?
Comfortable in like how?
You as a player.
I feel like I still got a lot to work on, but I feel like each day I'm getting better. So, but I still got a long way to go.
Do you feel healthy? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I know you've been kind of like getting out and mix and match, but is there something you kind of feel like you're trying to work on this spring? Or any like specific thing?
Footwork and route running. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Do you feel healthy?
Yeah, I mean, it's football. So.
It's spring though.
Yeah, it's spring, and I'm not trying to push nothing, but it hurts me not to be out here. So I just gotta sneak in a couple plays. But I mean, for the most part, yeah, I am.
Is it your shoulder that's bothering you?
I can't disclose that information. So.
Is it much different not having Deontay?
I mean, it's kind of like when Juju and Darius left. It's kind of just like a cycle. and we're going through our cycle as a core, and we're gonna figure it out.
Every receiver in their heart wants to be the go-to receiver. So how do you approach that?
I approach it as kind of like Tyler makes me better and I make him better type thing. So like we're always competing against ourselves and competing against each other, and we really push each other. I feel like so. I mean, we're just kind of pulling each other along, trying to be the best.
How much do you guys switch positions, or do you pretty much stay with one and use the other?
We usually flop left and right like each drive, but I've been staying on the left side because it's easier for me to use my hands on the left side for right now, but usually we just switch back.
Any other goals for the spring?
Goals for the spring, try to get 100% healthy, try to make the team better, just kind of pull them along, like even if I'm not out there, just coaching them up, because I like to be very involved, and when I'm not involved I feel like I'm doing nothing, and I don't like that feeling. So just kind of stay involved, stay conditioned, and just kind of be there for like my teammates when they need me.
You know, a year ago you had Darnold coming back and you're trying to break in, and a lot of the receivers are trying to break in other than Deontay. I'm wondering now, do you find yourself communicating more with the quarterback, like you initiate it because maybe they don't know the offense as well as you do?
Well, I mean, both those, I mean, like all three of those guys, they're super smart guys. Fink and Holden have been in the system for 3 years now. Jack's been in here for almost 1.5. No, he's been in it for 2 because he enrolled early.
Right.
So all of them are smart guys. They pretty much know all of the offense. I mean, they might need a couple reminders here and there, but everybody does.
I just didn't know in terms of building rapport with a quarterback, with a young quarterback, like how do you go about doing that?
I mean, honestly, just spending time with them throughout the day, and running routes with them, catching balls with them, just like going out like in the weight room and just walking through stuff. And that's really just how you do it. Like, you gotta sit with them, you gotta eat with them, you gotta talk to them.
Yeah.
You gotta go over to their house, you gotta play video games with them, all that.
Have you been doing that?
Oh yeah.